Hey, welcome back. It is time to talk COSI. You know, this past weekend on Friday, they were supposed to be opening up. They were not able to because of the coronavirus measures. So we still wanted to talk to Dr. Frederick Burtley because not only is COSI just so important to our community, your background and everything you know and just the comfort that you can give to our community in this time of need. So first, we got to talk about COSI. As a parent myself, I know I'm missing it, and I know you must be too.
Absolutely. First of all, Hattie, thank you so much for having me on your show. Yeah, we wanted to open this past weekend. We made the decision. We've always led with science, and we're always about the safety of the guests we love and our team members. And the numbers are just so stratospherically high with infections in our state and across the country. We just didn't think it was the appropriate time to open up. Even though our building, we've been prepping for it, we're super clean. We got this photo hydro ionization technology giving us the best HVAC in partnership with Air Force One. So when we do open, we'll be completely safe. But just what's been going on just didn't make sense at this point.
Of course, you've got something unimaginable in your building that could make it possibly one of the most cleanest places in Columbus, I'm sure, just knowing you guys. And I guess we're just waiting on our heels to find out when exactly you are going to be opening. What can we do to support you in the meantime?
Well, in the meantime, we've pivoted. We have our COSI Connect, so go to COSI.org. There's all this great science content. We talk about a universe for all things scientific, so go to their website. We also have these great hands-on kits that you can buy, $30 for individuals, $25 for members, $20 if you're attached to the K-12 system. These are hands-on kits, Hattie. We know people like coming to the building because of the hands-on experience, so we pivoted and said, we might be closed right now to the public, but we're gonna package these in a box and get them to you. They have been hugely successful, and so you can buy those. If you're part of an underserved community, we have grants to support you getting kits. And then we also have our traveling COSI on Wheels Curbside Edition. That's a hotspot, Hattie, because a lot of people have handheld devices and have smart devices, but they don't have internet service consistent. And so we drive around partnering with different community centers and whatnot to be this mobile hotspot that you can then go to COSI Connect, download our app, and get access to a lot of information.
Amazing. I mean, all of that obviously because of unprecedented times, and in these times where we really don't know what to do or what to rely on. I know a lot of people like to rely on science, and your background has actually made you fortunate, I guess you could say, because you have some idea as to what could go along with a vaccine. So how as a community should we be reacting to this brand new vaccine that we're going to be expecting for COVID-19? And just what do you have to say about all that?
Yeah, and best kept secret, you know, I'm the head of COSI. I love being the president and CEO of COSI and this great community. But my background, as you mentioned, is I'm an immunologist, and my specialty is vaccine development around retrovirus, which coronavirus is one. So actually, for the first time in my life, I have a lot of expertise here. And the one thing I want to say to your viewers and your listeners is, you know, we all know we're going to get out of this through a vaccine, and some folks are kind of concerned, hey, I don't know, are they rushing too fast? We've never created a vaccine this fast. First of all, the Food and Drug Administration will not approve something that's not safe. That's the first thing. Second of all, the evidence that's come out recently, we have 3 vaccine candidates now, one from Pfizer, one just came up last night and this morning from Oxford University, and then a third one. And what's really fascinating, Hattie, is these vaccines are working anywhere from 90 to 95% efficacious. This is unheard of. Right? If you think about the influenza vaccine we take every year, on an annual basis, that's anywhere from 18 to 30% effective. And, physicians and nurses recommend that we take it, and we all should take it. We're talking about 90 to 95%. So if this data holds up, and they're continuing to study it, it's not like a fait accompli. They're studying it every week and every month to get, as much information as possible about how safe and effective they are at protecting from coronavirus. If this holds up, this is a game changer. We'll be back to normal when everybody has access to this vaccine. So it's very encouraging, very exciting times for the vaccine community, and how we're just so tired of this pandemic. We see the light at the end of the tunnel.
You know what, and I definitely want to hear more from you when it comes to the vaccine. We've run out of time this time, but we are going to be following up. We're going to be talking about this going on into the future because obviously unprecedented times, we need to take all these different measures, and hearing from a familiar voice is definitely helpful. So again, COSI Connects is where we can go to follow you at the museum for now.
Absolutely. COSI.org or COSIConnects.org.
Fantastic. Dr. Burtley, thank you so much for being with us today.
Hattie, always a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
And I love your hat. I mean, I couldn't leave him without saying something about the fantastic fashion choices he chose.
Yeah, it seems great.